Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, At Home with Willowberry. Or if you're new, welcome. But where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. My name is Valerie, and in today's video, well, Tim is busy working on renovations here in our 1975 Doublewide fixer-upper, while I spend the day cleaning, cooking, and decorating. So if you'd like to see what we've been up to, then I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the video. How are you all doing today? I sure hope you're having the best day ever. We're doing pretty good. We've just been busy tearing down walls and ripping up floors. Well, Tim and the boys have been busy with the renovations. I help out where I can, but mostly it's my job just to keep them fed, because all this hard work really works up an appetite. Well, y'all, Tim needs to tear down this wall in the laundry room, and in order to do that, he needs to remove the cabinets first. Our master bathroom is on the other side of that wall, and Tim will need to tear it down just to eventually rebuild it, but build it back much stronger. The interior walls of this mobile home were not built very sturdy, so we found out that we'll need to replace most of them at some point before we finish our renovations on this old trailer. The master bath is turning out to be our most challenging renovation so far, due to all the plumbing and electrical work that Tim will need to do. We have been living here in the mobile home for over 2 years now, and have already completely gutted and renovated 4 of the 5 bedrooms, and we rebuilt a bathroom from the ground up. Now we are in the process of gutting the master suite, and it's definitely been a big job so far. Well, y'all, while Tim continues working on renovations, I'll be spending the day cleaning, cooking, and decorating. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for fall, so I figured why not go ahead and decorate around the house a bit and try to bring some fall vibes into the mobile home. I also want to get dinner in the crock pot this morning. I'm going to be making barbecue pork ribeyes in the crock pot. It's going to be a laid-back day of mobile home living here in the Virginia mountains, so come hang out and see what we've been up to. I want to get dinner in the crock pot, but first I have some dishes to wash and I need to sweep and mop the floor. So I'm going to take a few minutes to clean up the kitchen before I get dinner started. Well, y'all, the dishes are clean for now. After I wash the dishes, I like to wipe down and sanitize the sink and counters with Lysol. When I finish with that, I think I'll go ahead and put away the dishes before I sweep the floor. I tell you what, it sure feels good to finally be renovating our master suite. We thought it would be the last 2 rooms that we would renovate here in our mobile home, but a leaky water heater forced us to change our plans, and I'm not mad about it. I'm really looking forward to a new bed and bathroom. Well, y'all, after I finish sweeping, I need to mop the floor, and then it will be time to get dinner in the crock pot. Tonight for dinner we are having barbecue pork chops, macaroni and cheese, and steamed broccoli. I wanted to cook the pork chops in the crock pot so that they will be tender and falling apart. I'm going to season the chops with garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. And once I place them in the crock pot, I'll smother them with Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. I'll let the pork chops cook on low between 4 or 5 hours or until the pork chops are tender. Alright, well let's get this dinner started. I love making dinner in the crock pot. It makes dinner time so much easier. Well, y'all, I'm going to clean up my mess and then I need to go make my bed. Well, here we are in our makeshift bedroom. It's actually our living room. We had to move our bed to the living room so that we can completely gut the master suite. There's no telling how long we'll be sleeping out here. We'll be out here for however long it takes to renovate the bedroom, which could take months. I hope not, but like I mentioned before, the master suite has been our most challenging renovation so far. The plumbing in the bathroom is going to be a nightmare, but I know if anyone can do it, it's Tim. Well, y'all, we're headed to the laundromat in a couple of days, so I want to go ahead and change the linens on the bed, so I'm going to do that now, so that way I can spend some time outside decorating for fall. As soon as I'm finished straightening up our makeshift bedroom, I'm going to head outside to decorate the front porch for fall. I love fall. It's my favorite season. I love to watch the trees change color, and I love the cooler weather. Fall is a time to slow down a bit after the busy summer, and man were we busy this summer. We finished renovating Granny's bathroom just in time to go on a trip to the beach, just to get home and discover our water heater was leaking all over our master bathroom floor, so we had to jump right into a new renovation. We haven't slowed down at all this summer, so it will be nice to slow down and take our time with the next phase of renovating our mobile home. While I've been cleaning up and getting dinner started, Tim dug my fall decorations out of the shed for me, so now I'm ready to start decorating the porch. I have a bad habit of going out and buying a bunch of new decorations each year, but this year I decided to just try to use what I have in storage. Well, that's not entirely true. I did buy a couple of new outdoor flags and a picture for the kitchen, but everything else that I'll be decorating with are from the years past. Alright, well I'm going to finish decorating the porch and then I want to go ahead and change out the decorations in the kitchen. I realize it's technically still summer here in Virginia, but I'm so ready for fall that I couldn't help but decorate a bit early. I think the porch turned out really cute, and I'm loving the transformation from summer to fall here in the kitchen. The fall colors just make me feel so happy. The pork chops are looking good, y'all. They're almost ready, so now it's time to make the rest of dinner. I'm going to make homemade mac and cheese and steamed broccoli to go with our pork chops. The broccoli is all prepped and ready to go, so now I'm going to get the mac and cheese started. I need to make a roux with butter and flour, to which I'll add milk and heavy cream. I plan to season the mac and cheese with salt, pepper, mustard powder, and garlic powder. And today I'm using 4 different cheddar cheeses as well as mozzarella cheese, which I'll be adding to the cream sauce. Alright, well, let's make the mac and cheese. The cream sauce is looking good, and I just added the elbow noodles to the pot of boiling water. So now it's time to turn the cream sauce into a cheese sauce by adding the cheddar and mozzarella cheeses to the pan. Oh, look how creamy the mac and cheese is. It looks good already, but I'm going to throw it in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes until it's bubbly and golden brown. Dinner sure does smell delicious, y'all, and it's almost ready. I just need to pull the mac and cheese out of the oven and then we'll be ready to eat. Dinner is ready, y'all, and we can't wait to dig in. Well, y'all, I guess that's about it for another video. Thanks so much for the visit, and I can't wait to talk to you again real soon. Y'all have a great week. Bye, y'all.